Students, families, and school districts are learning what it will take to return to the classroom this fall.
Governor Reynolds revealed more guidelines today. They are based on how many people in a county, on average, during a 14-day period, test positive. If the rate is 0 to 14%, the state recommends on-site learning. But hybrid learning is allowed if parents prefer or if there's a student quarantine.
If the rate is 15 to 20% with 10% of students absent, hybrid learning is recommended, or virtual or remote learning for the entire building or district for 2 weeks. Virtual or remote learning is also recommended if the rate is greater than 20%.
Many parents and teachers are now wondering how likely it is that children will become sick and spread the virus as they head back to school. For answers, KCCI's Laura Terrell spoke with one of Iowa's leading experts.
Yes, the director here at the Mercy One Pediatric Intensive Care Unit says there's not enough evidence to really know how this virus affects children.
COVID-19 poses low risk to school-age children.
While laying out Iowa's Return to Learn plan Thursday, Governor Kim Reynolds quoted studies that she says are favorable for returning kids to school.
Recent research published in the peer-reviewed journal Pediatrics concludes that children infrequently transmit COVID-19 to each other or adults.
We asked an expert about this. Dr. Jessica Zuzga-Reed is in charge of the pediatric ICU at Mercy One.
There's a big question surrounding, are children carriers of this? Are they spreading this virus? What's the answer to that?
I'm not sure that there is any one person that can give a confirmed answer on that, unfortunately, since this is such a new virus.
Dr. Zuzga-Reed says many studies and countries reporting low transmission rates in kids have stricter universal masking compared to Iowa and the United States. So she says it's an unequal comparison.
For me as a mom, I plan on making sure that my children are masked and appropriately distanced.
Dr. Zuzga-Reed says research shows children 10 and older have the same rate of transmission as adults. Even more reason, she says, for middle school and high school students to have a mask mandate.
What do you want parents to know as they prepare to send their children back to school?
What I would want to tell parents, as a parent myself and as a pediatrician, is that there is some unknown entity about this virus, about what it can do to all of us, including children.
And Dr. Zuzga-Reed says she's very concerned about the winter months and her ICU here being very busy with children because of flu season, other viruses like RSV, and of course, COVID. She said even more reason for children to wear masks in school. Reporting live in Des Moines tonight, Laura Terrell, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.